My name is Swapnil Malankar, and I'm going to talk about view management in distributed database. So let's get started. Uh, Semantic data controls typically includes view management, security control, and semantic integrity control. View enables full logical data independence. Views are virtual relations that are defined as a result of a query on the base relation. Views are typically not materialized and they are very useful for ensuring data security in distributed database. Views management in centralized database. A view is a relation that is derived from a base relation via a query. It can involve a selection, projection, and aggregate function, etc. All views can be queried as base relation, but not all views can be updated as. Now we are going to see the two example. We in first the update first is updatable view. Here the query is create view says in employee number and employee name. Here we can see that here the view is updatable because if attributes other than a title were hidden by view, they would be assigned the null value. And the second example is a non-updatable view. The updates to view cannot be propagated to the base relation without ambiguity. Here is a second example of non-updatable view. You can see it the next and so views can be updated only if they are derived from a single relation by selection and projection. However, it's theoretically possible to automatically support the updates of a larger class of view, for example joins. Now views management in a distributed database. The definition of the distributed database is similar to centralized database management system. However, the view in a distributed database may be derived from a fragmented relation store and it is stored at a different site. Views are conceptually the same as base relation. Therefore, we store them in a distributed manner. Views derived from distributed relations may be costly to evaluate, so optimization are the important. For example, snapshot. Here is some characteristics of a snapshot, so you can go through it. Now, the important part in a distributed database is materialized view. It's originated in 1980. It's a static copy of view which avoid derivation from each query, but periodic computation of the view may be expensive. The actual version of view stored as a database relation, possibly with indices, which use much in practice nowadays. Materialized view maintenance. Now we see how materialized view is maintained in distributed database. The process of updating or refreshing the view to reflect the changes to database. It resembles a data replication, but there are a difference. Use maintenance policy to specify the materialized view. Now we will see the refreshment and how to refresh and when to refresh the materialized view. First, how to refresh a view. Views can be refreshed as immediate in immediate mode and deferred mode. In immediate mode, as a part of updating transaction, example through 2PC. Views always consistent with the base data and a fast queries, but it increase the transaction time to updates database. In a default mode preferred in practice, which is in actual practice mode, through it is through the separate refresh transaction, and no in this default mode no penalty of the database updating transaction occur. The second is triggered at a different time with a different trades off, which contain a lazily, periodically, and forcedly uh, refresh time. Now, how to refresh a view? The full computing from base data, which is efficient if there has been many changes. And second one is the incremental computing by applying only changes to the view. Means if better if a small subset has been changed, which uses a differential relation which reflect updated data views. Now we will see the advantages of views. Views allow you to simplify the complex query. Means in distributed database, there are lots of complex queries and which can be simplified by using views in a distributed database. The second advantage is database view limits the data access to a specific user, which increase the security layer of each database in distributed system. And the last one is views enables a backward compatibility, means you can use a view in a centralized database or is in a distributed database also. Thank you. काय करू?
थांब रे. नो काय रे
मी इथं कॅन्सल केलं. काम कॅन्सल करतो का नको करू?
कट पण कर.